Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a happy Labor Day to all. Welcome to Let's Get It. I'm your host, Randy Duckin, along with co-host and producer Jason Bryce. And as always, co-host Marcus Bullock coming to you on Labor Day. A big day signifies the end of the summer. We got a cool morning. I know for the two guys next to me, the end of the summer has already happened as they have been back to school. But got a great show ahead for you. Going to get into some talk about the upcoming football season, a little debate on some NBA era. And of course, I know Jason wants to go in on my Phillies, as do I.
I don't want to go in. I'm disappointed. Like I want them to win. I don't want to go in.
I know you do. I know you do, Jay. I know you do, Jay. It's been a struggle, but as always, before we get into any sports debate, I want to check in with everybody. Coach, how you doing this morning?
Doing well, man. It's been a good weekend. Nice barbecue yesterday at a friend's. Good times, just kind of kicking back. So, back to it tomorrow.
Yeah, and we're gonna get into that because I want to get into the barbecue talk, and because I was at one on Saturday also. Jay, how you doing? We talked about it before, but I want to bring it up again.
I'm okay. I actually I wanted to barbecue yesterday, but
your acting career has taken up a lot of it.
No. But that was like 2-3 weeks ago, though. You know what I'm saying? And one take too, by the way. One, and I mean, like, I'm really serious about that one take. You know what I'm saying? But no, you know what? I took a ride. I was with my daughters, my family, and we said, you know what? Let's take them down to the beach. They put their feet in the water. So we're trying to figure out which beach to go to. So you know what? Let's go to Atlantic City. I didn't want to go to Atlantic City. I'd rather go to like Cape May or Ocean City or somewhere because everybody goes to Atlantic City. So it's so congested with people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm a people person. But sometimes I don't like people. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what? But you couldn't drink anywhere else. But you could drink there, number one. And then number two, they had the outlets. It had too many other things. It was like, you know what? You could do everything at Atlantic City. So I did win. And you know what? I think I will go there more often. It was okay going on the beach. But I wasn't down there where everybody was. I was off to like Florida Avenue side. And it wasn't that still crowded like normal people, but it wasn't like I thought it was going to be, like by the Hard Rock.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a good time. And then we said, well, you know what? We'll come back and do it a repeat again yesterday. So we did it again yesterday. But this time, you got the cooler, you got the whole, the whole shebang. And the whole time it's like, I'm thinking while I'm driving, like, I do not want to drag this heavy behind cooler in that sand because that is out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean, there's the second level coolers because, of course, there's like the family cooler and then all the stuff like when you bring the kids to the beach and everything, which I have yet to experience.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember going down with my brother one time and same thing. I was like, you do this every time you come to the beach? He's like, hell yeah. That's when my niece was like younger and brought the toys and everything. And oh my God.
That cooler. I can't even see how people bring two. One and dragging that thing. I don't care what kind of handle you got.
What kind of wheels you got?
I was going to mention if you have the all-wheel tires.
Don't matter. That is like the workout of the year. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then, as you come off when you first get on the beach, of course, the sand is hot as can be.
Well, I got Crocs on. So, I mean, all my stuff is going through my Crocs and I got socks on too. So I'm not really hearing
Wait a minute. Time out.
What I mean?
Time out.
Yeah. I haven't gotten.
Go
ahead.
You have socks and Crocs on to the beach?
Yeah, but I'm getting on the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I sit down, then I shake my socks off, and then I'm ready to, because I knew from a kid that sand can burn. It's like walking on hot coals.
It's hot.
You know what I'm saying? But yesterday wasn't really crazy hot anyway. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, but it was just a good time though. Like it was my first time at the beach this year. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good time. And Atlantic City wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't that bad. The only thing I regret is that I didn't have on swim trunks because I knew I wasn't getting in the water anyway like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting up to my legs or whatever, and that's it. But if I had swim trunks on, then, and maybe I'm the only one that thinks like this, and ladies and gentlemen, you tell me if I am too. If I had swim trunks on, after I drank my first or second beer, I could just go into the ocean instead of having to You understand what I'm saying? I know it ain't just me.
I mean,
I know it's not just me.
it's not just you.
It's
It's
definitely-
not, it's not just
Okay,
you.
I'm just saying.
It's not, but it is a
Right.
convenience factor. You
Saying
know,
when you drinking out there on the beach, I mean, you know what goes in, got to come out.
right?
So if you got some, you get in the water.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Somebody they can't, and you know what? You could say it's nasty in the pool, even though people still do it in the pool.
Right.
Seriously. And if you listen, don't mess around with me. Listen, you won't never know.
FYI, never go.
I'm just saying,
with
don't
Jay.
mess with me. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm honest. You know what I'm saying? No, it was a great time though. Great
Good,
time. Great
good.
time. How about yourself?
Good man, good. You had the barbecue, you know, the other Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and
now, did you call it? Because I know y'all had the gas grill going, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I was at a friend's house,
Oh.
and it was actually, and this is what I know, this is what I want to get into. It was actually a catered event.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. See, that's the way to do it though. Because now you
catered
just sit back
barbecue?
and chill.
Yeah,
You just sit back and chill.
but it was like, it was good. It was good. Like it was. I mean, I still had all the burgers, the hot dogs, wings, all the stuff. Like it was good, but it was catered.
Like, so
Now-
they didn't cook it there, or they brought it in.
Somebody brought it in. I'm pretty sure.
Oh wow. Okay.
But so I know some people are like, oh, it's not whatever. It was more of an event than a barbecue.
Sure,
Okay.
okay.
Well,
So
that
he was
makes
trying
sense.
to like it was like we were playing games and doing this. So,
Yeah.
so they had their mindset on other things, so they didn't want to have to be focused
On the food and cook. Yeah.
But it was good, man. You know what? I gotta say, have you ever had Starburst vodka?
No, I've never heard of it.
So literally, and I didn't know what it was. Literally, it's just vodka with he had 15 of the pink Starburst.
That's probably dope
You
as
just
I don't
put
know
it
what.
in,
Yeah, and
and
just
he
let
let
it.
it sit for. He said it has to sit for 24 hours. So one of my boys didn't like. It's just, but it's bright pink. So you kind of
Oh, it changes
yeah,
colors.
it's bright pink.
Oh wow.
So you kind of think it's like if you don't know what it is, you think it's
Shit,
like a
it's
juice. So this he pours some of that in
Right.
and then put a shot of vodka in,
Mm.
Oh, he went
not
double.
knowing what it
Oh.
thinking it's just like the
Oh,
juice.
right.
So it's
Yeah.
not gone vodka.
It's vodka.
He was feeling it.
he spiked his vodka with vodka.
He's feeling it.
Yeah. So, but I put when I did it, I had that with some lemonade, and it was unbelievable.
That sounds like
That does sound.
that
good.
sounds like it's good. Nice little party drink
Yes,
too.
it was really good.
Yeah, I have to try that.
I mean, I'm not a vodka fan, but
I am if I'm drinking clear.
that's the thing. I don't drink clear.
Oh, you
so,
just dog.
no.
Right, I know that's right.
Yeah.
Right, all right.
Like it. But
It's all good. But no, that's good though. That sounds that I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
this.
that's gonna be all right.
oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But now, see, now shout out Craig too. Craig Cornegay, he was one of my first supervisors at Comcast. You know, he had created this thing way back in the day called We Grill, You Chill, or You Chill, We Grill, or something like that, where it was like, yo, you can have a barbecue, but we'll do everything. Just you chill and we grill. You know what I'm saying? And it was pretty dope from the concept. And if you think about it, like, yo, most of the time you spent just cooking, you know what I'm saying? And you want to be done. So, you know, if you hire somebody to do it,
Yeah.
then it's pretty good. But I also think that it depends if you are the gas griller or the charcoal griller. Because if you're the gas griller, you're not grilling for that long.
No.
Is that fair to say?
But
Yeah.
also, if you're the gas grill, it really doesn't matter who's cooking.
Yes.
I mean, now
I
listen,
agree.
I'm not talking about like
seasoning is a difference. Yeah, I get you get what I get what you're
I
saying.
mean, like some people like their stuff black. Like I'm not
Mhm.
saying like that. I'm saying I feel like there's more of an art to charcoal.
No, there
grilling
is.
than grilling.
absolutely.
There is-
absolutely.
there is, 'cause if you-
absolutely.
If you don't mix the coals up right, and
Yeah.
because you can get one big whoosh, screw up the whole. All of a sudden, it's you're getting a burnt dog.
Yeah. Well, see, you're used to gas. That's why I don't even know what the juice you're talking about. I'm not, but you know, when's the last time you had a cold on the cold?
When I had in college.
Okay, so that was some time ago.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That was some time
Yeah.
ago. So
Yeah.
Eagles weren't Super Bowl winners then, so I mean, it was some time ago.
Wow, that was a great.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, that was a great outlet.
But listen, I think that Now yours was the gas grill, the barbecue you went to.
Yeah, so one of the Blackstone grills, which are nice.
Oh, it wasn't even that. It was like hibachi.
Listen, I wasn't. It wasn't. Listen, I was just enjoying the food.
No,
You know.
okay, that's right. So y'all had like what, fajitas and stuff?
No,
You can make everything on that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we had
You can't have burgers and hot. Okay, I guess you can't.
Burgers are unbelievable.
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
burgers, hot dogs.
I got one.
I know you. Yeah.
Just for burgers.
Oh, really?
That's the reason we got it. It was for the burgers.
Oh, see, I would thought y'all would get it for like hibachi stuff, like
No, you
like
can
shrimp
do all
and
that.
all
No.
that.
You can do all that, but when you have the burger and it sits in the juices.
Yeah,
That's true. Okay.
As
Okay.
opposed to falling through.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, like
That's
there's
true.
something like steak's not great on. You can do it, but steak's not great on it.
But the burger
But
is
burgers.
burger was
Okay.
good. Hot dog,
okay.
burgers. Yeah, and then they had all different sides and whatnot.
Oh, well, okay.
So I know we're
Yeah,
gonna get into this.
Let's
We
get
did
into
get
the
into-
size because, yeah. So where I might have had or went, the sides a little different than.
Well, yeah, we've
Okay.
had this
So,
discussion.
what did you have?
So we had some. I mean, what is it? It was like a broccoli
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
cheese
See, that's what I'm talking
bacon
about.
combination, which was in. I know. I can't even lie
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
what I'm talking about.
I can't
right?
because it's funny. When
So
I was there, I was
Carrot
like,
and raisin salad. You know
no,
what I'm
there was
saying?
no carrot and raisin salad.
That
but
was banging at Chick-fil-A back in the day. I don't know if y'all remember that when Chick-fil-A sold carrot and raisin salad. But go
that
ahead.
sounds disgusting.
Oh, it was delicious.
Yeah.
Raisin salad's pretty good.
It was delicious.
I don't know.
But go ahead though.
And then there was
Broccoli and cheese. What the-
it was
was it
actually
hot
pretty
or
good.
cold?
It was cold,
Oh, my
broccoli,
Lord.
bacon, and cheese. It was bacon was in there too. It was pretty good.
Broccoli, bacon, and cheese. And
Yeah.
it's cold.
Cold?
It's
Yeah,
cold.
it was pretty good though.
Okay, all right.
It was
All right,
pretty
what
good.
else? All right.
You would not turn down a bowl. I don't think you would. I think you would give it a whirl.
So you had it on a separate bowl, or you could put it with like your burger and hot dog.
I mean, you could no.
It wasn't an accompaniment.
No, it was
What they
not.
call accompaniment, right? Or something, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't pronounce, but
Let's go
you know what
with
I'm talking about. All right,
Yeah.
so go ahead. What else you had? You had
Uh,
you had red skin potato salad.
there was potato salad. Yes,
Was red skin?
Yes, red skin
Oh,
potato.
come on!
salad. And then it was funny. It was just literally baked beans and bacon. I've never seen a more cholesterol filled, like a heart stopper than this dish.
Now wait a minute.
It
Was
was
the
just-
bacon chopped up, or it was
No, it
like
was just
whole
slabs of
pieces
bacon.
What?
Slabs of bacon
Oh
on a
my-
layer of baked beans. And it was like, here you go. And I'm not gonna lie, it was good. I did have some, but I'm like, man, like that.
Wait, the bacon was just laid out on top.
No, it was cooked. I mean, it was.
No,
it was
I know.
Yeah,
It's laid out.
Just
yeah.
slabs
On a
of
pillow.
bacon.
So it's
Yeah.
baked beans on like a pillow,
Right.
a bedding of bacon.
no. The bedding is the baked beans, and then the bacon was
Oh,
on top. And then you had the barbecue sauce mixed in. It was interesting. It was
Oh.
very interesting. I was like, man, like it. I knew that I took maybe a couple months off with the scoop
Okay.
or two I had, but
all right, it was delicious
good.
though.
It was delicious.
All
Yeah.
right, what else? Because that wasn't it. There's other stuff too.
And then of course there was the hoagie tray.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
okay.
that was the hoagie
All
tray.
right. That's okay. What
So-
what meats? What was the
It was just burgers, dogs, burgers and dogs.
okay? No
Yeah.
no kebabs.
No
Okay.
kebabs.
No kebabs.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. It was good though.
Very good. Very
okay.
good.
All right. That's
Very
what's
good.
up. And no, you see, it's always a thin line before you know what I'm saying, because you don't want to teeter across, and So let me just ask this: is there ever like hot sausages? No.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I mean, if you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I mean, at least like if I'm,
If you're doing it,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, I know you're not doing the Carolina sausages. You don't even know what that. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
not
I know,
familiar with
yeah,
Carolina
I know,
sausage.
I know. Shout out to all the people that eat the Carolina sausages, either with purple box or the red box.
I mean, I remember the Vienna sausages.
Not on the grill though.
No, I
I'm
don't
about to say.
Not
if
at
you
all.
did that, yo,
No,
listen.
no.
I don't
You
even know if I
remember,
would
you remember
show
that time
you
at work I brought them? Remember that time at work?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
But I'm saying, but you're not barbecuing them.
No. I was like, oh man, it was times we're struggling, and I was like, what do you have for lunch? I'm like, oh, some Vienna sausage. I remember you were like,
yeah,
it's nasty.
disgusting.
Yes.
It's like sardines, even
Yeah.
though sardines are good though.
I don't like sardines.
Really?
Yeah.
Some people eat it with mustard. I think that's disgusting. But I also think a pretzel with yellow mustard is disgusting.
You gotta,
Spicy
you gotta go
brown?
Spicy brown.
Yes.
But
There's very few things I like mustard on. Period, but it would be on a pretzel.
Yellow
I
mustard.
can do yellow mustard.
I see.
I don't like spicy stuff.
Oh, you don't like? Okay. I see. I think I was raised on Gouldens. Put Gouldens on everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying Gouldens now though. I just buy Walmart.
with
Great
the
Value.
red lid.
Yeah, my grandma used
Yeah.
to buy that
Mhm.
shit. I don't buy that. I mean, I still get spicy brown. It's just great value stuff though. It's
Okay,
all good.
nothing wrong with that.
But no, it's good seasoning though. But that's good. I'm just interested to know, like, I think the strangest thing that I had at a barbecue, it might have been soup.
You said that.
Right? I
that's
couldn't
strange.
understand it. I couldn't understand it. But everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I went to Delaware, they used to have pretzel salad. I never understood that. You had pretzel salad
No.
before? It's basically pretzel with Jello.
Oh God.
Jello with pretzels at the
Oh,
bottom.
like
of it.
Jello pudding or Jello pie.
I don't know about no damn Jello pie.
That's what.
You know
No,
I'm saying?
I have a family member who makes it all the time, and
Jello pie.
Jello pie. She's it's a staple, and it's a running joke because I tell her I'm like that. It's not. I don't enjoy that.
Really?
But just and so she'll come up to me and she'll be like, "I made the Jello pie." And
So
like,
it's Jello.
yeah, it's just like it's got a pie crust,
Oh yeah, I don't know what that.
you know.
is.
And we always
I don't
joke
know.
because she's like, "I made it just for you." Like, no,
I love
don't
Jello
like it.
though. I'm a Jello fan. Jello is banging. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So that. I was just interested in that.
Okay,
So,
yeah, that's
cool.
fine.
That's cool.
That's
So
fine.
go ahead, ask your barbecue stuff. I know you had some barbecue.
No, I mean, like we kind of got into it. We
Oh,
always
okay.
talked about your favorite thing, the
Okay.
favorite, barbecue event,
Okay.
food. Excuse me.
Okay.
So-
I don't like the Labor Day barbecue though. I just think
Well,
Labor Day is the
On
worst.
Monday.
You
Yeah,
gotta,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
We were just talking about that yesterday. You can't. No one wants the Labor Day barbecue. The Saturday of Labor Day weekend is the day to go with.
Or Sunday.
Sunday's fine too.
Right.
Yeah, but
The Monday?
Monday,
Nah.
no, because by because everyone's school tomorrow.
5, 6
whatnot.
o'clock is a
Yeah.
wrap.
I was gonna say about 5 o'clock. The mood starts to change.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's done. It's done. But you know what? Listen, I'm gonna enjoy your day. It's the last day before, 180. I do 180 bid. And that's it. That's how many days is in the school year. 180.
You can do it. You can make it.
Yes, and we will make it. We will make it. I think it's gonna be a cold winter this winter. I don't know. I'm feeling like it is, man, because it's cold out already. Like but Labor Day is always kind of cool.
Oh, it's cold.
It's cool though.
There's cooler. Yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I think when you go from 97 to
Right.
to 88,
Well, you're right. I mean, we got like 74 coming up on Wednesday. A high of 74.
It's gonna rain. I think
It
Tuesday
is
and Wednesday.
It is.
We need it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like a drought. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm supposed to go down to see the Red Hot Phillies on Wednesday.
Are
so
you?
we'll have to see how
Oh, who are they
weather holds
playing?
up. Marlins.
Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, I think it was just last weekend that you were very
Listen,
excited.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
it's been a rough road trip. It's been a rough road trip.
Mhm.
Lost 6 out of 7 games.
Yeah.
Pitching's off, hitting's off, everything.
I tell you, that's what they do. They build you up enough just to break your heart. Come on, coach. You got some revelations over there.
No,
now.
it's not revelations, man. It's so what? They're still what?
No, that's the
They're-
thing. They're still
they're-
in the same position as they were basically.
Okay.
Like, a half a game back of the second wild card, 2.5 up on the Brewers. Like, I mean, at this point, it is their wild card to lose.
So they're in the wild card spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean,
3 games against the Marlins, 3 games against the Nationals, another 3 games against the Marlins.
Okay.
So their next 9 games.
They could really, Now what's their lead on the wild card? Are they in the final one or they're in the
they're in the
the
second
the
wild card.
last
So they're
one.
2.5 games up on
up.
the wild card.
okay.
Well, they're in the third wild card. Excuse me.
They're 2.5 up on the 3rd spot.
Yes.
So they're in right now.
They're in right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
By 2.5 games.
By 2.5
And
games
they're a half game back from moving up a spot.
to the
Yes.
second spot.
Yeah.
I will bet anybody $25 they don't even make the playoffs.
It's funny. I can't. If I would take
And
that
I'm not
bet,
a gambler.
I would take that bet if I wasn't a Phillies fan, because I just, it's a struggle. It's really theirs to lose right now, and that's the thing. Like,
Wait, you would take the bet?
I would take the bet that they wouldn't make the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if I wasn't a diehard fan,
Okay.
I would.
I would like I'm thinking about taking the bet, but I don't know if I care enough to get into it.
Well,
Do you know what I mean? Like I don't have enough care to be like these dudes I don't care about. I'm gonna give up $25 for. I think they're gonna make it.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. They're like, as much as they're struggling, they are still there, and it's like it's right in front of them. Like, if they don't make it, it's an absolute epic collapse.
I don't know if it's epic.
I mean, it's not like
epic.
it's not like a New York team from 2007.
Or a Phillies team from 2011.
That was
I'm
true,
just
too.
saying. I mean, that was epic, right?
That was a failure.
Okay, but it's epic. That was epic.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Wait, Randy, stop it. if you think that this collapse would be more epic than the 2011 Phillies team,
Oh, no.
stop it.
No.
Stop it. They were number one. They had the 4 aces.
You all
You know
right?
what I mean? Come on. The first
You're right.
place, 100. What they won 111 games?
I don't know.
Right.
It was up there. It was like 100 and
Maybe 102.
Two.
Maybe
Yeah.
102.
still
Okay.
they were up there. I
They
mean,
were up there.
but the,
Collapsed.
yeah, it's just
You
you
know
know,
what I'm saying? Come on.
like Coach was saying. I mean, you're not, you wouldn't care that much to take that bet, and it's just I think it's with them right now. They should get in. I mean, they really should. I
I
mean,
got money they will not get in. They
So
will
they-
not.
They have 16 games left against teams that are terrible.
yeah, that's what it is. Yep,
12 games left against teams that are good.
correct. I think they played the toughest stretches. I think they played the Braves and the Blue Jays
Yes.
in that stretch, and then
I think the thing that we're missing is that they're not really that good either, though. You know what I'm saying? So those other teams are terrible.
No, I
but
agree.
They're
I
not
don't-
that
I
much
agree.
better.
Right now they are struggling. I mean, they're hurting. The injuries.
Who's
I mean,
in? Bryce is back.
Bryce is back.
Real Muto is. I mean, you just showed me an article. It was a week ago that he's back to his
Actually,
form.
it's funny. Well, yeah, he's been yesterday. He had a big hit, but
And then you have the ace,
Wheeler's hurt. Yeah,
Z-Dubs.
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 Z-Dubs. He's hurt. The bullpen's struggling. I mean, like I'm not, and now you got Castellanos is on the DL. It's
Where's my boy Reese?
he's there.
How's he doing?
He's delivering.
Okay.
He'd probably be gone next year though. He's free agent, so we'll
Mm.
see. But I mean, like I said, the whole thing is like I really don't even like, and a lot of fans like they don't even care what happens afterwards. They just want to get in. Like they got got to get in the playoffs. Like I don't think like if you tell me that we're going to get in and we're going to lose the first 2 games, I'll still take it. Like I gotta.
I'm not taking that. If they
I'm-
get in, I want you to win. If they get in, I'm gonna root for the Phillies. But who would they
Okay,
play?
right.
They wouldn't play the Mets, would they?
They might depends on.
Oh, that would be
How do they
epic.
do that?
That would be good.
So
with all
what
the
happens
wild
is the 3rd seed plays the 6th seed and the 4th seed plays the 5 seed, and the 1 and 2 get a bye.
Oh, wait, they get it by from the division series or just the wild card?
Wild card.
They get a bye into the division series.
Oh, okay. I wonder if they used to have a buy into the NLCS or the ALCS. Never.
No,
No, you
No.
always had to still play the division.
correct.
Okay.
But I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's been a struggle. And I
And
know,
is division still 5 or 7?
no, now they've extended it out to 7.
It's 7 in the
Yeah.
ADLS.
If
Okay.
I just want to confirm that. I'm not.
So right now the Dodgers and Mets would have a bye. The Braves would play the Phillies, and the Cardinals would play the Padres.
Mm.
Yeah. So I know Yankees are struggling, but they're
No, we are.
But I mean, but they're still. The thing is, they're still going to be it. I'm interested to see what happens with Aaron Judge in the offseason because he's a free agent.
They're gonna sign him. They can't let him go. They can't let him go. Come on, you know that.
I don't think they can. I mean, he's done everything
Yeah.
to show that he
You
deserves.
think he'll get 60?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's
Think
got
so?
53 now.
Got 53 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't know. I know that we need to straighten out. We need to right the ship though, going into this September. Like, we need to figure out what's going on because August was horrible. So the thing I like about the Yankees is that they have a chance to kind of right the ship and try to get some momentum. going.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
mean, I would think as though that they're in, and like I said, in New York, I mean, the expectation is always, a
Oh.
championship,
yes.
and
Yes.
we talked about that before. It's
Yes.
always that's the expectation.
Championship or bust. You're correct.
Correct. Like, and that's, the mentality.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's like right now, like we've talked about it before with the Phillies, because when you have been in so many years, it's just, let's just get in.
I guess so. I guess you're right. I mean, listen. At the end of
Because
the
you get
day-
in though, anything can happen.
Yeah, but you would be satisfied even if they lose.
Yeah.
You'd be
I
good.
mean, this year I'd be okay with just getting in the playoffs
Okay.
because I think that,
You
Yeah.
set a benchmark, is what you're saying. You
I think that was the expectation going in, especially with the money that was spent in the offseason, was to at least get in the playoffs.
oh really?
I mean, when you go out and you're signing Castellanos and you're signing Kyle Schwarber and
Mm.
you're doing that.
Who's Schwarber?
What
What
How
was
is
he?
he a leadoff hitter?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. That just shows you, like we talked about before the show, that just shows you how baseball has changed. Like you got a leadoff hitter who's hitting 230 with like 37 homers.
Can he run?
No, he can't run. He's like a
Bro.
big. He's like a
It's crazy,
softball
like-
player.
Oh.
He reminds you of a
Yeah.
softball player.
He was in the home run derby, like all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. I was so confused by
It's-
like
So he can't run. He can't hit. He can't.
he just hits home runs.
That's
Yeah.
what he does. He hits home runs. I mean, I think he got decent walks, but it's like crazy how you would never have had a guy like that
Yeah.
in the leadoff spot.
Yeah.
And even they had like Hoskins was even in the leadoff spot at one point. Who's not like it used to be. You would have like the
Didi.
fast guy. Yeah,
Like Didi.
yeah. I mean,
Didi
by the
was
time
fast.
Didi was here, Didi's not even on the team anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But he had quality years here though.
Yeah, I mean, he never lived up to bringing him over here, but he had some solid hits.
Yeah, I think he, I think is Philly's Hall of Fame worthy a little bit.
No, he's not.
No.
But I mean, I don't know. Some guys have gotten in
He-
there
he-
are
he
very
just missed it,
borderline.
huh?
Yeah. I was gonna
He
say
just
he
missed it.
only had 18 homers. I think you have to hit 20 to get in there. 20 homers and a 250 average.
They just missed it.
But you know,
Yeah, like one too many errors.
well, yeah, one too many errors. But it's interesting because then I was hearing too, like on the way to people talking about obviously like with the manager who took over for Girardi, they're like, oh, if they don't get in, there's no way you can bring this manager back. And I don't know. I mean, it's
funny how the tables turn.
it's a good debate, and I said I don't agree with that because let's say they missed the playoffs by a couple games. He was still the person who took over, and then the whole season kind of turned around. When Girardi was here, they were down and out. So I don't know if you necessarily could say, and the players seem to like him. I don't even necessarily say, oh, well, you struggled, like because I think he's earned the spot for next year.
I mean, the players used to like Brett Brown too, but you can't make those.
Yeah, but I
deals
think it's
like
a
that.
different. I think it's a different approach with Brown than Thompson. I think it's. I mean, I know you were saying because with Brett Brown, I think the players liked him because they kind of just do whatever they want.
Right.
I think with Thompson, they like it because he's actually putting some demand and expectation on them.
I mean, I think when you're choosing a man, you just got to go whoever's best for the job. So if there's somebody out there that's better than him, then you go with that guy. But if he's the best guy for the job, then you do it. And I think one thing that they did that was smart was never giving him the job and always having that interim tag.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, now at the end of the season, it's an open job
Mm-hmm.
instead of now giving him the job and then now you have to either fire him or whatever you're going to do. Now it's just an open job and he's in the running just like everybody else. So I think that was smart to the time.
So,
that's an interesting topic though. Like, how should one take having the interim title? And is it comparable to going into the last year of a contract season with like as a coach?
So I think when you have the interim title, to me, it means like you never had this job. Like we never, like we
don't really believe in you. You have to convince us.
Right, but it was more like whoever was ahead of you failed, and now we don't have time to do a whole search. We're gonna appoint you for now.
it's a good way to look at it.
Right.
So it's not like we have this. I don't think you can have a coach search and then appoint an interim.
Sure.
Coach. But when we're our backs to the wall, we got to figure it out quick. Somebody got fired, blah blah blah.
Right.
You're the interim guy, as opposed to when you go in with your last year of your contract. Now it's just us saying either we're gonna extend you or you're gone. There's no like.
Right.
We'll see. There's no like.
So I guess the energy it's a little different then, right? Because I guess in both ways you're still trying to prove, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to but one is more of a prove and you'll still have a job versus if you don't prove, you'll still have a job versus if you don't prove, you won't have no job.
Well, I feel like if you're the interim guy, like a Rob Thompson, you can he's done well,
Right.
but now he's still gonna have to go through the process of even proving in interviews and hoping that
Right,
somebody's
yeah.
not more proven.
But if he doesn't, he still has his job,
maybe
his original job.
well, maybe because a lot of times guys bring their own.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Oh, it's a good
that's
point.
true.
But
Yeah.
I feel I see what you're
That's a
saying.
good
Like
point,
you
though.
did, like yeah.
Because it's like you know what, the pressure's different.
Right. If
But-
I don't get this, I just go back. To
I'm
what
just
I was
good.
before.
But I
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I still think
That's
he's
more
gonna,
like a almost like a business type thing.
Right.
I'll step up and
Right now.
yeah, I'll step up and do these responsibilities.
Right.
Oh, I didn't get it. I guess I'm just gonna go.
Just gonna go back to my
where I was.
regular.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
but I
So,
still,
so your energy
Yeah.
is less pressure
Right.
versus like you go in the last year of a contract
Right.
and they haven't extended you.
Right.
Now you're in a like prove it
'Cause
or lose it.
There, it's either I get it or I don't.
Or you
there's
don't.
no,
Right.
There's no interviews. There's
Right.
no.
Right.
Let's see
Right.
who's best for the job. No. If we don't want you, that just means it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Right. So it's
But
a
I
little
I
different
still think
pressure.
that he's in a good position though, because
Who?
even at
The,
Rob Thompson.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
absolutely.
and,
yeah, yeah.
and anyone in that position, because if he doesn't get it right, and they're saying, oh well, you know what, we're not going to bring you back in the role you were before. He's proven that he has a positive impact on a team, you know, and you know right now. So I think that.
Oh,
he's-
you mean for other jobs?
yeah.
So
So I-
yeah, I guess so. But
you know.
but you know what? If he doesn't make the playoffs, I don't think so.
No, I still think
Not
I
as
still
a
think
head-
he's
not as a manager, but he'll be somewhere coaching someone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
because
yeah,
then someone
yeah,
could say,
yeah.
"Oh, listen, he's a good security blanket." He, talk, they'll talk. Say,
Yeah.
okay, listen, if we bring him in as a bench coach, because maybe there's a team out there where
Yeah.
their managers in the last season of their contract and say, listen, we'll bring in Rob Thompson. Thompson was able to do good, so if we have to get rid of,
Then he
you
gets
know,
labeled.
John
though.
Smith.
He gets labeled now. You know.
But
what I'm
that
saying?
sucks also. Like imagine coming in, say you're the interim coach for some bum team, and there's no turning them around.
yeah,
You just look bad.
I mean that happens all the time. Like you got coaches get fired all the time for that, and it's like a new guy takes over, and you're like, all right, well, there's this whole team, like you said, sucks. Like there's nothing I
How
can do
we're
with
not-
it.
Yeah, so that like your first coaching job, you did terrible because the team was terrible.
Yeah.
That's just how you get labeled.
It is, and I think like even though as a coach you could say like sometimes it's that's where you work on building the relationships with the players, because then it's if I build a relationship with these players and guys come in and talk about, hey, how's Coach Smith or Coach Jones or whatever, then okay, then it still builds up your rapport. You can still do more for your coaching credibility, necessarily between wins and losses.
Right.
So because there's a lot of good coaches who coach teams that just they're let's say right now the Orioles are playing well, but let's say you went in and you were coach of the Orioles in the AL East, and you're playing it like that, or even like college level or high school level when you're playing in a conference that may be completely over the top in talent, and know
Right.
that you're the bottom feeder of that, you still can have a good coach, just not the talent to compete.
True.
So,
True. I just I guess this thing I guess it's just different levels of pressure. I don't think if he doesn't make the playoffs, he doesn't come back. I mean, he comes back as in his original role, but he doesn't come back as head coach.
I don't know. I think it'd be tough, even if I'm Thompson. I think it'd be tough to even take that role back, because if I'm sitting there and I would be sitting there saying the whole time, kind of steaming, like I re-interviewed. You chose somebody over me, like what I did for the team last year, and now I'm just supposed to sit back in that same role and be okay with it. So I think if I was Rob Thompson, I would look elsewhere and see what else is available. Because like they're not going to do it again. Like it's not like they can put him back in the same role, and if that manager struggles, they're going to fire him and bring him in the interim manager again. So I would look at a situation and say, I can't come back in that role. I got to go somewhere else where I'm in a particular situation where the manager is in the last year of his contract, or like a White Sox or something with Tony La Russa, who's been struggling all year. Like I would go somewhere like that and say, that's going to be an opportunity for me to become a head coach again. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, like I said, I mean, I don't know. Listen, the fact that they get the coach is all a blessing anyway. So, what I'm saying? But I just don't know. I just don't know if, he comes back. I think he comes back. I'm not sure if he comes back as the head guy if they don't make the playoffs though.
Right, and like you said, I think
because he did turn it around, but then he also collapsed.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
see what I'm saying,
people
are going to remember last what you did.
They will. I mean, I don't think right now though. It depends, because even there's been some moves recently that were questionable. Like even yesterday's game, there were some questionable moves. So people are not as gung ho on Thompson as they were a week ago. But like you said, it's what have you done for me lately? I know, like yesterday in the game, there was a situation where Dave Robertson pitched the ninth inning, struggled big time, or pitched the eighth inning, struggled big time, 35 pitches, and he brings him back out for the ninth inning with nobody even getting loose, anything like that.
What was the score though?
It was 3-3.
Oh, it's 3-3.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they brought him back out. But at that point, you had another reliever, and then he walked the first guy. So if you're going to bring him back out, you at least have to have someone getting loose. And as soon as that first walk happened, you should have pulled him.
right.
So, but
Right away. I mean, maybe he could straighten it out though. You know. What
but
I'm
he's
saying?
at 40 pitches though for a reliever. That's
a lot.
That's a straining out.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
If
struggling.
he gets the out, that's fine. You know.
Yeah.
But either way, you know, I mean, like I said, we talk about coaches all the time. And I mean,
Yeah.
you know, listen, we have a coach in the NBA in our Sixers
Yeah.
who still is on the hot seat.
I don't think so.
No.
You think Doc's on the hot seat?
I mean, I think he is. I think that there's an expectation for the Sixers to get past that hurdle.
Yeah, I mean, he's on a hot seat though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so.
If the Sixers come out this year, and I know we transition to Sixers, but you know, we're going to talk about the other NBA thing too.
Mhm.
If the Sixers come out this year and they don't get past that hump and make it to like an Eastern Conference Finals, you kind of have to look at, is Doc Rivers the guy?
Mm.
Well, I think it all comes down to what happens. So
Yeah, and who you're playing.
and
Okay.
is Harden doing what he's supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Is Embiid healthy? What's Tobias doing? So I think if all systems are a go and they lose, then yeah, I agree with that. I'm not a Doc fan, period. But
No, I know you've never been.
I agree with that. Like if you know if things aren't what they're supposed to be, if Embiid's out, if you know Harden's not what we thought he is, then you know we can't put that on the coach. You got to have the talent.
No, I mean you're right. You do have to have the talent. You do. You know, what's your thoughts, Jay? You said this, you feel the same thing, that it depends on the situation.
I think Doc is okay. I don't think he's terrible. You know, it's just the you got to have the right mixture of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think they were headed somewhere with Jimmy. Well, hindsight 2020, we're headed somewhere with Jimmy, and they abandoned that. And when you look back on that, you made a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Sixers haven't had the same attitude since they got rid of Jimmy.
You haven't had a closer.
You know,
So Jimmy was a closer.
yeah, and he also brought that intensity. Like, who brings
Right.
the intensity right now?
And he challenged Embiid.
He challenged Embiid.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Even though Embiid, I mean, Embiid, he seemed to mature since then. So more now is not, and he brought in like Harden. So I love the fact that Harden's in the gym. I love the fact that
It's not eating cake.
he's doing his thing, whatever. But that's all preliminary.
Yeah,
Talk to me when the playoffs are about to come.
Exactly.
Crunch time, because you could do all that stuff now. There's no pressure on you. But we've seen in pressure. See, there's people that can handle pressure, and there's people that can't handle it. It'll either make you a diamond or it'll burst your pipe. It's either one or the other.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Harden, it seems like it bursts his pipe. It's just his makeup. I don't think you can change it. I mean, Coach, you can please somebody weigh in. I don't think that you can change that. I think that there's something that you either have it
Right.
or you don't got it.
I don't think you can teach that. I don't think so.
Je
Go
ne
ahead.
sais quoi.
Yeah, I don't think you can teach it. I think you can.
Bonjour.
I think you can develop it to an extent. I don't think it's something that it's just like athletic ability. Like some people are just farther along on the spectrum than others. You can get better at it,
Sure.
but you're still not going to max out that somebody that just naturally has it.
Yeah.
But I think what I hope is a little different is that Harden being the second guy hopefully will take a little bit of that pressure off of him. Now, what that will require though is Embiid to want to be the first guy, not in the first 3 quarters of the game, but in crunch time.
In crunch time. Okay.
To want to be that guy and to want to be that guy on the block, not at the 3-point line. Like, if he's going to be that guy, I think that takes a little bit of the pressure off of Harden. But I don't think Embiid wants that either.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants to be out by the 3-point line trying to do his thing, which now it's going to come down, which he can't do, which now is going to put the pressure on Harden.
Harden.
Yeah.
And it also puts the pressure on that Philly defense, because they're going to have to, their defense is going to have to be elite, because Embiid is that down low post player. So if you're giving up threes at the other end, and you can't just keep combating that with twos, because you know what I'm saying, then you're in trouble.
And that's where that's when you talk about the defense, that's where I struggle with Doc, because they have so many possessions late in games where you're like, what is happening?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It's like breakdowns.
So now that puts the onus on you. We got to get stopped. We have to get stops.
That's true.
Stops. And that's where I think Doc's got to be better at. And Doc's, we talk about players, coaches. Doc's a player's coach where he kind of lets his guys play.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at some point you gotta tell people where you want the ball. This is where the ball's going. And then they're NBA guys. They're not running plays. But I want him to have the ball in this spot. That's what we're doing
Right.
Yeah. Like, would you look at like Phil Jackson? I think he's a player's coach. But when the time was, he took over and said, "This is what we're doing."
Right.
You know, Michael's going to get the ball. Kobe's going to get the ball.
Well, to be fair,
Right,
you see what you just said?
Right.
Everybody knew
Right.
what was
Yeah, no, but
know what I'm saying?
I know, but
He had a hell of an
it's easy to
advantage.
do that. I mean, I didn't need to.
You know what I mean?
I could have been the coach of that team. You know what I mean?
But then there's situations like when Mike stepped away and he ran the plays for Kukoc instead of Scotty.
Right.
And it worked. Like,
Right.
but
So he had a system.
He
did.
So
He did have a
knew,
system.
like this, and everybody knew this is what we're gonna do.
Right.
Whereas I don't know if Doc has that. And I'll give, I don't think I've ever said this.
Mm-mm.
I'll give
Breaking news.
I'll give Brett Brown credit
Ouch.
where we knew what they were gonna do. We knew JJ and B were gonna have their hand off.
Oh,
we
okay.
knew all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff was coming, and that's how they scored. Like that's
Yeah.
with now it's just like I'm not sure what they're like.
I actually liked that play, the
It
handoff.
was unbelievable.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, it was. a
I
good play.
actually thought they messed up by not re-signing JJ. I thought that was a mess up.
What I think they did. You know where I think they messed up was giving him so much before, because then it was like they had a drop come way down on what they were giving him,
Oh, okay.
and
Right.
it was like, whoa.
Yeah. He like, okay. And they kind of made up with it with Steph Curry, right?
Yeah.
But then they let Curry go. See? And Curry, that's going to be detrimental to them because Curry's going to cause fits in Brooklyn.
I don't know.
I like
The
him
only
in
reason I say I don't know because you got Joe Harris is coming back.
Oh,
Who's
okay,
a
that's
better
true.
defender.
Okay.
So,
Well, if they release Steph Curry, like, please send him back here.
oh yeah, well, I'll take him.
Send him back here.
I'll take him.
Oh, yeah, he would be a great piece back here. I
Absolutely.
mean, getting rid of him was actually one of those ones I was like,
Yeah,
if
me
we,
too.
me
too.
and I think we realized how much we missed him.
But I go
Yeah.
back to what I said at that time. When was he going to play?
I mean,
Who's coming out of the game for him to play
oh, you mean after we got Harden?
after we got?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not. I mean, it's either Maxey. I know he's untradeable, so he's got to play.
You still don't think he's untradeable yet?
I told you what untradeable means.
Okay.
There's only one or two guys in the NBA that are untradeable.
Untradeable. Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo
I'm not trading him for
and LeBron.
LeBron's tradable.
Now LeBron's.
All right, so Antetokounmpo and Ja Morant.
Josh tradable. Would you trade? Would you?
Oh, Seth. Or wait, hold on. Here we go. How about Clay?
No,
Clay.
Clay.
Okay.
I love Clay.
No, he's-
I love Clay.
I think, like I said,
I think there's
Giannis
I
and
think-
Steph.
I think Giannis and Steph. are
Okay,
the two
Giannis
guys
and
in
Steph.
the NBA
That's
that are-
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Now, if I'm trading Maxey, I'm getting a lot.
A lot for him.
A lot.
Okay. All right. More than what you would have gotten when you first said that he's traded.
speaking of trades,
Yes.
what
Okay.
do you
All
think
right.
about
Okay.
the Donovan Mitchell trade?
Yeah, yo, Donovan Mitchell is a problem. I would have liked him on Philly, to be honest with you. Okay.
I don't want Donovan Mitchell. But
I would rather have had Donovan Mitchell than Harden.
Ooh,
That was
Only
the one
be-
to go after.
you know what?
You should have went after him.
I get your point.
You know what I'm saying?
I get your point because I think he's more
and
dynamic.
he's a closer. And he don't run from the moment.
When
that kills Tyrese.
well,
Yes, that takes.
oh, because because then you got Tyrese as the lead guard now, then,
but
right?
he's not getting shots.
James is working because James is a point guard.
Disappointed.
Right.
I'm not against it. I don't think you win. I don't think we win with either of them. But
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I'm not
I
against
would have liked to see him go to New York, of course.
What is?
Of course. Oh, listen, listen.
Europe's in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I always want to be like, yeah, I don't know, man. What's happening
I don't know,
here, man?
I don't know what's happening. And I feel bad.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
If you're a Jazz fan, though, like, how do you feel about this trade? Like,
Well, Danny Ainge. I mean, listen, Danny Ainge he's proven.
he's a fleecer.
Well, he's proven, and he's proven in negotiations, and you know what I mean. So he has a plan. He knows what he's doing. I can't say he don't know what he's doing,
Right.
But you wasn't getting nowhere with Gobert anyway, and Donovan and Gobert didn't get along.
Right.
he wasn't going to resign.
Wasn't going to resign. So I still don't even think he's resigning in Cleveland. I think that's like a short-term thing.
Yeah.
I
mean,
think.
the number of picks. I mean, the draft return was crazy.
Oh yeah, but
That's what it is nowadays. Like everybody just demands all these high picks because they have years left on their contract, so you're getting them for multiple years.
Yeah.
right.
And and what happens is these teams that are trading all these picks just figure
Oh,
we're not gonna be bad. So what does it matter? Like you can have our picks. It doesn't matter.
I don't think I've ever met a Utah Jazz fan until
I-
I just saw Miss Angie Mendenhall. I haven't met many Jazz fans.
I mean, not in this area.
not
in this area.
No, I don't.
I mean, and I think if you're a Jazz fan in this area, then it's going back to
Karl Malone and Stockton.
John Stockton.
Yeah, Bobby Henson,
Oh man.
Hanson actually, I think it is Bobby
Oh.
Hanson. Yeah, Bobby Hanson, and who else? Darrell Griffith.
And bringing it back.
Oh yeah, Adrian Dantley.
I feel like we always bring up players from
Mark
others
Eaton.
to trade to other teams. I guess it's the way.
Mm.
I mean,
Okay, well,
no, I
thanks.
think Utah. I think they tried to do it organically with Gobert and Mitchell and that team, and it just wasn't enough. Like
Yeah,
I can't be mad at them for doing what they're doing right now. Like you had to,
I thought they were good at one point though.
but then it just didn't work. Like it just didn't work.
Well,
Weren't
it's-
good enough.
No.
Yeah. Because you had Gobert, didn't you have what's my name? Joe Ingles. I like Joe
Joe
Ingles.
But the thing was, where they were playing, like if you put them in the East, I think they're different than being out in the West.
No, I think it's their
Maybe.
style of play
Yeah.
that hurts them. So they're like a regular season team that can because of the way they play, because of Gobert's defense, like they're gonna beat you up in the regular season. But then when you have to beat somebody 4 times,
Yeah.
they can expose your weaknesses.
They're almost like the Buffalo Bills of the NBA.
That's a good
way to look at it. Yeah.
That's a good comparison.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They if they're in any type of finals, anything, you know that they're gonna be tough,
Yeah,
but you're not winning.
yeah, they're not gonna win.
You're not
They're
gonna
be
win.
there.
They'll get there though.
You can pencil them in at the 1 or 2 seed,
Yeah.
but somebody's gonna beat them.
Somebody's
Yep.
gonna beat them. Or they're gonna be
Yeah.
disappointed. And that Jazz team with who was that? Stockton, Hornacek. I hate people used to call them. They used to be like Horny Check. Hornacek. Then you had Brian Russell, which was a push off, Mike. I was a push off. Come on, I was a push off. They had a nice little squad.
No, they did.
It was decent.
I mean, they did.
you know?
I mean, they obviously they made the finals. They ran
Right.
to the Bulls.
Right.
You know?
And those even the bench players pioneered those Jazz moments into like max contracts.
Oh yeah.
The
Well, look-
worst of them, the worst was Howard Isley.
Howard
The
Isley.
worst.
Wasn't it Ostertag on those teams?
And he was another. He
Yeah.
might have been the worst because
Ostertag.
he pioneered that into like became like a millionaire. Like he had a max deal
Yeah.
like that. But so did Howard Isley did too. from the
You know,
Knicks.
it's interesting. We were talking about all these old players, and I wanted to comment like what Jason Williams had, Old School White Chocolate has a podcast,
Mhm.
and talked about how Michael Jordan would struggle scoring in the modern era.
Mm.
Okay, first of all, obviously we've talked about this before a little bit. My first question to you is: A, what do you think was the best era of basketball?
It's always going to be when
In terms of what?
Like, I guess a combination of talent in the game and the way the game was played. So that's my first question. What era do you think had the most talent and the game was played I know obviously the game
it's tough to
evolves
say.
and whatnot.
It's tough to say the most talent. I think that's relative. But I will say that I think that everybody's always going to say the best era is when they were kids, man, because that's when you first fell in love with the game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right. So let's say a guy like a Steph Curry.
mhm,
I know one of the best shooters of all time, if not
mhm.
the best.
I'd say one of.
Okay. Yeah. Coach gave me a look. He's
Yeah.
like, the best. Steph's going to be able to compete no matter what
For sure.
era he's in. But
I don't know. I mean,
I was gonna say, but like,
I'm
let's say
not
you
sure
put,
about
but
that.
let's say you put Steph in like the late '80s, early '90s, and then compared to now.
I think if Steph was in the late 80s, early 90s, he'll be what his father was. Right?
Okay.
His father was tough, but he wasn't transformative. You know what I'm saying? He was tough though.
I hate these conversations. They have to be had. I hate them because it's not. So, like, are we taking Steph Curry how he is today and putting him in that mix, or are we saying Steph Curry going up in that era, like that's who he is? Because people say like when Jason Williams said, you know, if he would, you know, Michael Jordan beating whoever and then getting there and Giannis and Brook Lopez is in the paint. I'm saying if Michael Jordan grew up in this era with all the training and the tools that these guys today have,
He'd be even
him
better.
growing to the basket, he's getting by whoever, he's dunking on both of them.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's a, you know what? That's a unforeseen critical point when you brought up the training.
Like, but that's what it is.
But you're right though. You're absolutely right with
So
the training.
I think if you say what era is the best, this era is the best. This era has the best from 1 to 4, however NBA players there are in the league, 1 to 400. These players are the best players
because the training's different.
because they're just
the better athletes.
it evolves.
So let's
Right.
give an example.
Okay.
Let's take
it
a
evolves.
Right.
Like I don't think if you go back to when Wilt was playing, whoever the fifth starter on Wilt's team isn't in the NBA today.
Okay.
that was going to ask that. Like, is a guy like let's take a
Right.
guy like
but then you
But
would
at that time, he was tough. He was
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
Right. Okay. So, but he would still be like at the top echelon of. So, like even back then, right? He was the top of the top, right? So then you put him in this league with that training, he would still be at the top of the top.
If they have that, if they grew up in this era,
In that era.
yes.
I
But I'm
think-
saying if you I'm saying if
Oh, you mean if you transport him right
I'm
from
saying
that
if you
era
put Steph
right,
into the
okay.
1980s, Steph's
Okay.
the best player we've ever
So
seen.
what about like a Tobias Harris?
because he's still coming with that. You talking about if he was on some Marty McFly stuff?
Right, exactly, and that's why I'm saying it's a tough.
Okay.
Like what are we saying really in this conversation? If Tobias goes back to 1980s,
Yeah.
I think Tobias is super tough.
Oh,
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that's fair. You know what? The thing is, I was watching this program the other day, right before we left on Saturday, and check it out too, with Tim Donahue.
I gotta watch it. We were talking about it last night.
Yeah, okay, that's a great little
Oh,
thing.
is that the one
the
where
ref.
They talk, yeah, they talk
First of all, I
about
didn't know that. I didn't know that the many wrestlers from Pennsylvania and Philly. Like that's crazy though. Okay,
What's the name of it?
I don't know. It's on Netflix, man. Tim Donahue. It's just you'll be able to.
I
Find
know.
it.
I've seen the previews for it.
Yeah,
He talks
it's-
about
Yeah,
everything.
it's really good. But it talked about like there was a spin move they used to make, and they said the league wanted to start cracking down on the call, right? And he called it, and he got chastised for it, and even Stern chastised him for it because he said, "Listen, no, we want to crack down on these calls, but not on him." So that means Michael had what? A clear advantage.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't
But
know.
but that's the same in every era.
Well, when I look at that not only just proves my point of
It was like
The push up.
I'm saying you know what I mean? That proves my point. But also I think that he was given a lot of leeway. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to I'm not sure if he would
But
be
there
given
was
that.
there's always guys that have given.
I guess so.
You know,
guess
I
you're
mean,
right.
you know, sometimes
I guess you're
guys
right.
got away with carries, other guys didn't, and
I guess
you
you're
know.
right. I guess you're right.
you know, I mean, so there was always some kind of, or for example, think about Shaq, as big as he was. I mean, there's probably a ton of times that he didn't get anything called against him, but was
For
fouled.
sure.
You know, so I mean, there was guys, and that's the way it is. But I mean, I think, Coach, the way you brought up about the errors and the training now is I never
That's a
really
great
looked at it.
point.
I never really looked at it like
That's a
that.
great point.
I don't even want to say training like the trainers out here are these great. I'm just saying like the way the game has evolved,
Right.
these guys,
They do more.
The next generation is always going to be the best,
Right.
Yeah.
until it's not. Like just until it's not.
Yeah.
But like that natural climb has been happening.
Since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're right.
You're right.
You're right. Because even back then, like big men, they weren't even trained on how to shoot threes or how
No.
to shoot jump shots or whatever. It was
No,
always
Bill
down
Russell's
in the
going
post.
down low.
Always in the post. Always in the post.
So then you take a guy like Patrick Ewing.
Right.
Like there's very few guys in the NBA today that could guard Patrick Ewing. in the
Right.
post.
Right.
'Cause
Right.
They're just not. They don't
Right.
know how to do it.
They don't know how to do it. You're right.
They don't do it.
You're right.
And
But
that's-
now Patrick Ewing
In this era, he would be,
couldn't step out.
He'd be
you know
in
what I
trouble.
mean? He'd
Right.
be in trouble.
He'd be
He
in
can't
trouble.
move
and he's
his
way
feet.
too slow. Exactly.
So
way too
like it's just hard to say like.
Mm.
So that's why I just try to go by skill. Like Michael Jordan. Like there's some guys who I think who may not be great in an era, but then
Right.
if they go to a different era because of the way the game's played, they would be unbelievable.
right. Right. That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
Right.
Like a guy like Scottie Pippen,
I think he could do the
All
job.
he
era.
would be great in
Yeah.
this era
Yeah.
because that's who he was. He
Yeah.
was more. He was almost ahead of his time
Yeah. I agree.
with who he was.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean that's a great point.
It
I
is.
mean, and that's because there's always a debate of who's the greatest of all time and how players would be in different leagues, or excuse me, not leagues, different eras. So
You know what's interesting? Somebody said the other day, why is this really only a basketball discussion?
I don't know. I mean,
Like we don't really talk about like we'll have a quick conversation about who the best quarterback is, or
Mhm.
yeah.
but we don't really. It's not like people get upset about who the best basketball player is or what's the best era. We don't talk about who's the best baseball player of all time.
Mike Smith.
I mean, I think
Like you see what I'm saying?
you
Like
can say
there's
like
no
Willie
like
Mays.
right. There's
Yeah,
no
that's true.
like.
That's true.
There's nothing behind it. It's just
No,
like,
you're right.
yeah,
Well, I think because I mean,
I had too many conversations.
like
you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, even like I said, I've never really had a debate on
I think LeBron
baseball.
actually asked that question.
It's a great question, though. I don't know. I'm not sure why. I mean, that's a good point, though. I don't know. That's a good point, though.
I don't know, because and every sport has changed through through time, like you said, basketball, baseball, everything, football. I mean, because you look at some of these guys back in the day, like that were considered great quarterbacks, and they were not very good.
Right.
Like their numbers sucked, but they were at the time.
Terry
Yeah,
Bradshaw.
Like I was saying, Terry
Oh,
Bradshaw, yeah, he was horrible. He was
Jaworski was horrible. I didn't
yeah,
know.
Jaworski was not good.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, they
You know.
did something. I saw something. I was like, wow, he was just above average. So
Yeah.
was Joe Namath.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of these guys. You look at their numbers; they were really bad. But you look at a guy like, but then you say you put guys in different eras, and like
Yeah.
would they succeed or not? Like
yeah.
like they wouldn't. Staubach, Bradshaw, they with as fast as these defensive ends are and things, they would no way.
Well, I mean, but if listen, if what's who's all reliable? Ryan Fitzpatrick, if he can survive, and what's it, Chad Henne or Henke or whatever, these game managers, maybe they
But
could. You know what I'm saying?
They wouldn't be the Hall of Famers that we know them as today.
That's
Right.
true. That's
No,
true.
right. No one would look at that.
Is Jaworski a Hall of Famer? I know he's a Philly Hall of Famer. Is he like a
No.
football Hall of Famer?
No.
He's not. Oh, okay.
No. And but it's funny, he's one guy like that. He's one guy too that, and I can't take credit away from people who play in the league, but he's one guy too who talks like he is.
Oh, like he. Oh,
Well,
well, he's no better than Trent Dilfer. He was the worst, I thought.
he won a Super Bowl.
He did win a Super Bowl on the back of the defense.
Yeah,
but-
but I mean, dang, he would win games like 6-3.
Hold on, if you were a starting quarterback in the NFL and you
Of
won a
course,
Super
of
Bowl,
course. You're
You're
gonna
not-
ride that.
you're
You're
riding
gonna
that.
ride.
No, I
that.
would, and he listen.
Absolutely.
He wrote
But
it
they
all the
would,
way through Monday.
but they would win games. True
Oh,
story.
they
Like
would.
6-3.
Yes.
right? Or
And he would be like 3 of 9.
They'd win 14-3, and the defense would have 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. And then, but Trent Dilfer rode that to
He
Monday
did.
Night Football and
He did.
and ESPN. And,
He did.
but the thing is, what it's it is. You're right. It is a good debate. And you said you talk about other sports. So I don't know. I mean, but you look at a guy like we look at Patrick Mahomes now.
That was just tough.
Like how would Mahomes be then? Like.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where you think about that, and then it's like with the Steph thing. How does he have to play?
Right.
Is he able to
Like
play the
Mahomes-
same way that he's playing now, or do they try to put him into that '90s quarterback fit, like he might not
Yeah.
be as good. Like, so that's the hard part.
And also like
is.
with like Mahomes would then be vulnerable to all the hitting that is not there
Right,
now.
right.
So with Tom Brady, so with all these guys, like, you know, Tom Brady now can barely get touched and there's a penalty flag. Before it was just boom, rock him as much as you want.
Right.
So, but like I said, again, the same type of conversation where the training, the speed, the
Mhm.
skill level, all that is just different.
Everything. Yeah.
I was seeing the other day, there was because college football started, and there's a tight end, he was like 6'7", 260 from
I
Georgia.
saw that.
Like, it's not
Hurdling
even
people-
fair.
Hurdling
Mm.
people down. the
Like
sideline.
running
Mm.
like a running back.
Mm.
My goodness.
Mm.
I'm like, sheesh.
He would have been a left tackle before.
Right, exactly. But now they're like, and he's athletic enough. So, I am a big college football fan. Big time. It's funny when in every game, you always know like when something wild is going to happen. Like last night, I was watching a little of the end of the Florida State LSU game, and within the last 5 minutes was crazy.
Really?
And then they ended up tying it up, and I knew it's after they tied, or sorry, they scored, and I was like, they're going to miss the extra point. And sure enough, the extra point was blocked. It was that was wild.
Mm.
It's so. I just like I said,
I never really got into the college football. I think I came on late to football. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like I like the Giants, and then what I'm saying, I just never like playing. You know what I mean? I like playing two-hand touch. I didn't never like playing.
Okay.
tackle.
I feel like there's not the personalities in college football like there used to be.
No, there used
really?
to be.
Okay.
So you used to, and I don't even like. I used to be able to know like I'd be into almost like the NFL, like
Right.
where now it's just Alabama's gonna be good.
Well, you used to have guys like you used to have the Desmond Howard,
Yeah,
like
it
when
was
he returned it and he had the Heisman. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Charles Woodson, not Desmond Howard. Charles Woodson did the Heisman pose, and like guys really brought it to life now.
Mm.
Even like what was it? The last time was I said when the Gators were like really good, Florida Gators, and you had Tebow and all those guys. Like
Yeah.
Mm.
there was a personality,
You just knew, who
or you
guys
had the
were.
Miami Hurricanes back in the early 2000s.
That was the best of it all.
I like Tebow. Did y'all like Tebow? I thought he should have been given a shot, especially with the Eagles.
I
as
knew
a,
that was coming. I would have bet it all.
Yeah,
Not anywhere else.
I would have bet it all.
yeah. I think I told you that back in the day. Too,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Tebow.
I mean,
that's why y'all wasn't winning.
listen, Tebow.
You went with Baffert instead of
We did.
instead
Oh my
of
goodness, Sam
Tebow. I like
Bradford.
Tebow. Tebow, he coached he brought Broncos back to playoff victory. I mean,
Yeah, I mean Tebow was awesome.
Tebow's great.
But
Yeah.
I just saw too that they are they're expanding the college football playoff, and I know it's all about money. They're expanding it out to 12 teams, and it's like,
What did I see? It had like the Alabama when they play the 12th seeded team and they like just flick them and they go flying. Like, what is the point of that?
no,
Like, they're
and
getting
that's
killed.
what I mean. Like it's money based, and I mean schools are going to be excited they got in the college football playoff,
Mhm.
but eventually when it goes to 12, then they're going to
Yeah,
go to
it just keeps
16,
going. You're
then they're going to end up
gonna
being
have-
the dance.
Yeah.
Like, and it's
You gotta
just
have January Madness.
and
64 teams.
and it's they are. I mean, it's eventually what it's going to be, and there is like I said, there is a reason, and you see it like, what was it? Yes, the other day when Notre Dame played Ohio State. Ohio State's supposed to be number 2 in the country, Notre Dame number 5. Doesn't seem like much of a difference. A huge difference. Ohio State smacked Notre Dame. I mean, so
They
you're
didn't
good.
even play well.
So you're gonna have these games where, I don't know. You're gonna have these games in general that are just gonna be embarrassing. Like, but again, it does bring back a little bit of excitement to these New Year's Day bowl games that were just regular games.
Yeah,
Now they're playoff
right.
games. So I understand it. But
It's all about the
but you know what else I wanna talk about, of course, before we wrap up is Serena Williams. And
I think that's just great. I think it's just wonderful what she's been able. I've always been a Serena fan. I've always admired her.
I think
And
there's particular
always.
players who have brought the game to another level, like that made the game cool. And Serena Williams, obviously her sister Venus Williams, and then it's the same like Tiger Woods made golf cool. Like there's different players that they made the game cool, like and they made it must see TV. Like you would see, because when Serena first came up, she was just, I think her serves were faster than anyone had ever seen before, and she really just changed the game, and like I said, made the game cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like seeing her play. I like seeing her play more than Venus. I just thought she was really good. You know what I mean? In fact, I probably got into tennis more with watching them than I did. I guess I was always kind of, tennis was always cool. In fact, I
like
was,
tennis.
huh?
I like tennis. It was cool.
In fact, I was the one of the champions in 7th grade in the tennis tournament.
Oh, actually, I had a high.
Got my T-shirt and everything. You said you got what?
I was a 3rd place finisher in the tennis tournament.
I think we should have a match.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. See, I don't know. I don't know. You brought 3rd place.
Oh man, come on, man. There was like 32 players.
Oh, okay. You got the bronze.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's also in Cherry Hill. That's
pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying, I didn't have any training. This was
take
just
lessons.
there was no
Oh,
training.
really?
This was just thank you.
You did your thing.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was just,
You go with a racket club.
Wow.
no man.
Yeah, well, Well, in that case, congratulations on
Thank you.
on your 3rd place finish.
I mean, I have some interesting championships under my belt. I was a belly flop champion for years at summer camp.
Yeah, see, I'm not even sure of those Olympic games that I don't know, belly flop. What's that? Into
Belly
the
flop.
water?
Yeah,
You just flopped into the water?
it was not. It was an art.
Oh, okay.
An art.
All right. And you home run too, right? You hit that home run?
I only have one home run in my
A home
career.
run.
Yeah, that's it.
It was foul though, was it? Was it?
No, it wasn't foul.
It was a foul ball.
No, it was not.
I thought you told me it was a foul ball. Your father was arguing like, no, it was not foul. It was not foul.
Oh no, my father was no.
I thought he was arguing.
No, my father was arguing about getting the ball back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my father was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, hey, listen, shout out Miss Angie Mendenhall. She said, listen, congratulations on your bronze.
Yeah, I don't
Your bronze finish.
Thank you, Miss Mendenhall. So, but going back to Serena, and like I said, she did, like, she really changed the game. And there's
did.
players like that have made it cool. Like, there was a lot of people who came up and said, I want to play tennis because of Serena Williams.
Who did you know before Serena and them?
Andre Agassi. Or we go female or just female? I guess Martina Hingis,
Steffi Graf.
Steffi Graf.
Martina Navratilova, Monica Seles.
Love Chris Everett Lloyd.
That was a little before I started watching it.
Okay.
She was tough.
Yeah.
That was before I started.
But
I got it.
yeah, because I think that was like you mentioned Steffi Graf.
Yeah.
So that was after.
Yeah.
Right. That was okay. Who else though? Steffi Graf was Kornikova. Okay, I remember her.
Yeah.
Billie Jean King.
I mean, Billie Jean. Throw out names here.
Billie Jean King.
Yeah.
That was like the beginning.
Who got? Was it Seles who got stabbed?
Yeah, I believe it was.
Monica Seles.
Yeah, Monica Seles. Yeah.
She got stabbed.
Yeah, like during the match, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was the one. Someone came on the court and stabbed. I believe it.
She like backed up to she was like up against the thing, I thought, and like she got stabbed in her back. Or something.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know what it was. I love, just like all the time, the lefty tennis player was fun to watch because it was different.
Really?
Yeah, I used to love that.
Oh, who's lefty?
Oh, Monica Seles was a lefty.
Oh, really? Okay.
I believe. maybe I'm wrong.
Oh.
But a lot of these ladies.
I always just remember Jennifer Capriati.
Oh, that's a good one.
I remember her from the Sports Illustrated cover. I remember.
You're right. It's like 1993 in
Stabbed
Germany.
her. A fan stabbed her.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, yo, who was I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I feel like sometimes we having beef. Like, was Serena beefing with the official or beefing with the coach?
She was always beefing with the officials.
She was.
Recently, though, right? Like the last couple
always though.
years.
She was, but
yeah, she was always with the officials.
Something like major happened. You know what I'm saying?
but she would. I mean, that's what made her.
Lindsay
That's
Davenport.
Lindsay Davenport. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying to
okay.
think.
Yeah.
There was, no, we're missing. I said Hingis. She was good. Sharapova.
Sanchez Vicario.
Oh yeah. Then there was.
I remember Sharapova. I'm just saying, like, the fact that we know all these players, it means that we were into watching tennis. Like, tennis is all right.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a incredible sport. I mean, athleticism wise.
Yes.
Especially like just having these 3-4 hour matches.
Yeah. And understand the game. It took me some time to under 15, 30, 40.
Yeah.
15 love.
Yes. Right.
30 love.
Fault. Did you ever see the video? Did you ever see the video of the ball boy who runs out, he gets the ball, he runs back and he slips and he smacks the ball?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! It was like, man,
it's a good game though. It's
fun.
and it's good. It's good cardio exercise. It's good. It is good.
It
is
is.
good. But
It
yo,
is.
shout out to Serena because she is one of the
Absolutely.
greatest, if not the greatest. I never saw her movie. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, Miss Hendenhall. I never saw the movie. I'm not ready to see it yet because I'm still got my Will Smith disdain on. You know what I'm saying about what he did to Chris Rock.
Okay. Well, the movie will make you like Serena even more.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't watch it, but I know it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
The movie's it's
King Richard.
just the way, and I don't want to give it away, but yeah, it's just the way that, let's just say Venus was the golden child.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
And Serena was just like not in a negative way.
You're gonna do this too.
They could only afford for Venus to do stuff.
Oh, and so
And
she was
Serena,
like,
you watch and then we'll go home and do it.
oh wow. Okay. So,
So that-
Venus got the training.
Venus
Serena.
was the golden one.
And then
So for her to come through
and it's
Yeah.
funny because Serena kind of carried Venus. Not carried her, but
no, I think early on, I think it was Venus.
yeah, Venus brought them on the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
brought
Venus.
them on the
Yeah.
scene.
I mean, at doubles they were unbelievable.
Yes.
They were
Yeah.
just untouchable.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I want to watch. I'm just not ready yet, though. I'm with Miss Mendenhall. I'm not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know why? Because he apologized and he came on and said, I've reached out to Chris's family and he's not ready yet. And I just want to apologize to my brother. And then, like I told you guys,
you know what's funny too? I was
he is an
recently
actor. He's an
recently
actor.
I was watching some Fresh Prince going back, and I was like, man, Will Smith was an asshole from the jump. Oh, excuse me, was a jerk from the jump.
Randy, we really can't have this.
You know,
I
mean,
mean,
you know,
this language here. I don't know. I used to like Will Smith on the you know, somebody said that, you know,
but when you break
Will-
it down, you watch like the way the show was. I was like, man, like he really was a jerk.
somebody said that Will Smith just gave up his 30 plus years of perfection, of displayed perfection.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's like, yo, nobody had nothing on him.
No,
You could have went there with the Vivian situation, right? Because, you know, they had like some beef or whatever. But other than that, he was like a golden child.
And I think Dave Chappelle said
That's what he said.
Yeah, he
Dave
was like-
Chappelle.
he showed that he's just as dirty as the rest
As the
of us, or
rest of us,
whatever.
right? You know what I mean?
He's just as bad as the rest. Of
Right.
us.
So, you know, but you know what? Marketing Hollywood, and just all of that image stuff is crazy because it's, you know what, and it always reminds me of like Whitney Houston. And God rest her soul. I'm not trying to disrespect her. But when I was a kid growing up, and for a long time, it was like Whitney Houston was like a poster child, like a good girl. Like you saw this regal, beautiful woman singing, you know, I will always love you, and this and that. You're like, oh wow, that's what you need to be when you're singing stuff like that. And then when she got with Bobby Brown, everybody was like, oh, Bobby corrupted her. Bobby this. And come to find out, she was like a little ghetto girl. Like nobody knew that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's like image, you know, media, they'll fix your image up, and
oh yeah,
you know, so it's you know, Will Smith I like, but I thought that was I just didn't like what he did. I thought that was very whack.
and you're right though because he did.
Very whack.
He had a clean record, you
Oh,
know.
clean.
And I mean, if someone said, "Yo, you got to watch the Will Smith movies," like, you know, I'd be like, okay,
Like
a good collection.
He was really able to cross over.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. See that's where, like, if you look at it from just cross culturally, he was able to cross over, not just with music, but with acting.
Yep.
50 Cent has done that.
Yeah.
But he's done that in a world where it's more sociably acceptable.
Yeah, you know what?
And we all know 50's passed and have accepted it. Like, so it's
Right.
not like, it's not like Will Smith has this clean image or had this clean image that he's like, you know, the poster child, whatever, perfect guy. Whereas 50 doesn't have that at all.
Right.
But he's talked about it so much. We've been through it so much that everybody's just accepted it and seen that that's where what he needed to do to get to where he is now.
Right, but I think that's because of the world that we're in.
That's
Like,
acceptable.
right, right.
Yes,
so,
yes.
so
But yes.
if 50 Cent started out when Will Smith started
Right,
out,
it would have been.
it would have been a
But
I
different.
agree.
But you're right though.
You know what I
because,
mean?
because he did like because everyone loved the Fresh Prince. You know, everyone
No,
before that.
everybody loved Parents Just Don't Understand.
Yeah.
That's what.
As-
And in the hip hop
Yeah.
world,
Summertime.
back in the
Oh,
day,
yeah.
but no, even when Parents Just Don't Understand, the hip hop community was like, yo, y'all corny for that.
Right.
Like nobody was feeling them. You know what I'm saying? But they were able to cross over. And how I noticed, I went to and it's being honest, transparently speaking, I went to pretty much an all-white Catholic school in like 1980s. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
where it was, I might, let's say I'm listening to Biz Markie, right? Like even Biz Markie he was able to cross over, right? But that was years after what song he sings?
Oh,
Biz Markie.
I'm not a Bismarck. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. What song Young MC sing?
See, like I was. That's when I was. The time that I was too young for that.
Okay.
So going back to the Will Smith thing,
Okay.
like growing up here in Cherry Hill, right?
Okay.
Will Smith was like
Oh,
the guy that my parents would allow me to buy his.
Yes,
stuff.
absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
you're right. Big Willie style. Remember that? Remember Big Willie style?
So
Yes.
like, listen, I'll never
No,
forget
you're
it.
right. You're right. That's
Listen. There
he's
was
not
an
wrong.
LL Cool J and Will Smith, and I'm sitting there and I wanted the LL Cool J one.
What, bad or the? It probably was the bad one.
So,
Or
and
Mama said knock you out.
that
That was the
that
one.
one.
Right.
So then it's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You can't get that one. You can get this. So that's what.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what I
it
mean?
was more. It was
There was
socially
no
acceptable.
cursing.
No cursing.
Yeah,
No
what
nothing.
he was talking about.
Oh, there it is, Miss Mendenhall. She knew who Young MC was.
again, but
You know what I mean?
But you're right though. I mean, like I said, it's interesting to people that would cross culture, and then even like in that show in Fresh Prince, he was he went to the what is it, the Bel Air Academy.
Right.
Remember he turned his jacket inside out and was like, "Hey, well,
Right.
that's really cool." Like,
But that's because he had the crossover success with the Parents Just Don't Understand. Like that was big. Or I think I could Nightmare on My Street. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right,
Like,
that's right, yeah.
come on, like, I think I could beat Mike Tyson. Like he was, he had that image.
right?
So whoever put him game knew what they were doing from the start.
Oh yeah,
Versus like Ice Cube,
Right.
was ridiculed back then, but you know and love him now.
Right.
But back then, heck no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just the time. The world has changed, whether people want to agree to it or not. The world has changed. It has evolved because 50 Cent wouldn't have made he'd have been treated just like he would have been treated just like Dr. Dre back in the day,
Right. Yeah.
or NWA or any other back in the day.
yeah. So
So
I'm gonna say that we always have some great conversations.
It
It always
is.
goes.
it is. No, it has to though.
No, but it's good though. I mean, it is.
See, listen, I was rocking with you, Miss Mendenhall, but
Yeah,
but you,
some things we can't.
Now,
cover.
yeah, right. Yeah, I back out that conversation.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
why we start laughing.
Yeah, we-
Hey.
Everyone's entitled. We really, on the, So, okay. Well, I'm saying I'm glad again, cross culturally. We are, and again, so trying to get on different platforms, we have to make sure that we stay PC. So, well, listen, I think it's been a great show.
Absolutely.
It's been a phenomenal show. We appreciate some new watchers and listeners.
Yes.
So let's run into our final thoughts for the day, as I know we head out into the end of summer.
Right.
So
That's it, man. That's it. It's the end of the summer. Part of me sad, but part of me is okay. You know what I mean? Because it's time to change the season up, get back to some learning. I'm excited to see my kids tomorrow. I know they're gonna have the line for guidance out the door and down the hallway, because every student of mine believes that they come to Burger King and they can have it their way.
Yeah, you gotta get these
But
schedules.
it
right.
ain't, but it
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
Burger King. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I'm looking forward to seeing them though, because I miss them. And it's nothing like, I'm telling you, I mean, coaching, you know it. Like, listen, we could sit here and we might complain here and there, but we love. I mean, there is no better job. You know what I'm saying? To be around the kids and see their little crazy personalities and doing whatever. You know, you're right about that, Tony. Phillies can't do nothing.
You know what, Tony?
But
I like you, Tony.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm just ready to get back though. Ready to get back into the swing of things. We got football at Pennsgrove, Jim Devonshire Field next Saturday. You know, I'm announcing, so I get back on the mic and
Enjoy that.
you know, have some fun a little bit. You know, man. So you know, we're 1-1. You know, we're 1-1. Well, Salem's 1-1 too, though. They lost to Camden yesterday.
I saw that 28-21.
I didn't know that Hornsby went to Camden. Wow, so that means he's playing basketball for Camden too. Then wow, that's a little scary right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they had the quarterback at Camden, Ruffin, who's awesome.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the old school dual threat quarterback.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, well, congratulations, Tony. Tony, he's subbed. He's subbing this year. That's good. What's up, Tony?
Very nice. Very nice. Very
Absolutely.
nice. And like I said, I mean, obviously, you know, not being in school, but with coaching, you do love to see your kids and seeing their personality.
Sure.
You know, so I agree with you.
Sure.
So, and like I said, we got football coming up. Yep. You know, September and October is a great time of year. So,
yep. Eagles next week. Eagles, baby.
Eagles next week. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and we're going live. We're doing a live show.
Yep. September 24th.
Yep. Is it 24th or 25th?
I thought it was the 24th.
Well, okay.
Let's double check the calendar.
It's the 12. It's 12. And then you have 19.
Yeah, you're right. So, excuse me, the 25th, September 25th.
Right. Okay.
So, again,
versus your boy.
Versus the boy. Yes.
Your boy.
No, he's not my boy anymore. Listen, we know that.
Okay.
We're not going to get into
that. Somebody else's thoughts. Final thoughts. Go ahead. Okay.
No. So, Coach, got anything?
I just got. I don't know if you guys saw this, and I was going to text it to you guys. But did you see Michael Jordan's son?
Yes.
Is on a date with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Wow.
Yeah, like he's just still giving it to him.
Wow.
So Mike, I
wow.
That's why
I did see that, and I was just laughing. I was like, man, Mike's still going finding a way.
Well, Scottie, he keeps his mouth shut. Stop
No.
talking about Mike.
And I'm telling you, it's funny. What if Mike was like, put him up to it? Like, listen,
definitely put him up. There's no.
This
question.
is what you need to do, son.
There's no question.
But she been wilding though, bro.
I agree.
What's it? Larsa, right?
Larsa,
yeah, she be wilding though. Wasn't she? Who she with? She was a Future.
Future while they were still married.
While they were still. Wow. Wow.
So
Scotty looking like he be doing something more than drinking Gatorade and stuff.
Scotty's struggling.
Yeah, he struggled with something more than Gatorade.
Yeah, but other than that, I thought that was funny. You know, Mike's always gonna win.
Oh yeah, always. And I did see that too, and I was laughing. I was like, man, he's just always going in on him.
Yeah, just final thoughts. Get back to school. I don't need the weather to change. I'll be okay with being hot forever. I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
I hate the cold, but
terrible.
No, other than that, you know, football starting. You know, get everybody just back to school and back on the grind.
Hustle and bustle.
Shit, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Playoffs is coming. You know, October be here no time. September's a quick month.
Yeah.
September it flies through like what month is September comparable to that flies by? Well, we know February flies by, right?
Oh yes.
So, but
I think
September go by quick, man.
I feel like May flies by quick.
Hell no.
No, at school. No, I'm sorry. No. May doesn't. No. My bad.
May nor March.
Okay.
Right. April does a little
because you have the holidays.
Yeah.
January seems to a little bit.
But you know, right after September, or I'm sorry, then you have all the Halloween stuff will go up.
The Halloween stuff is up now.
You know, and then I mean the Christmas stuff is up too.
What do you say? What does it say about the Halloween? The Halloween stuff, because Halloween is not a holiday, but some people they call it the Devil's Day.
Well, if you're a religious person, yeah.
Well, I'm a religious person, but I don't necessarily subscribe to that because of the fact that I know when I was dressing up in like a sheet or some type of or some type of costume, we weren't dressing up because we were celebrating the Devil's Day. We was just celebrating Halloween and trying to trick or treat because that was something that we did. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, what do you think about that? You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, no. I'm kind of like loosening my stand a little bit, just because I understand it. You know what I'm saying? What the purpose of it is for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go trick or treating and still love God, which I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even. I mean, and I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I don't even get into the meaning, purpose.
Right.
It's literally just put on a costume.
Right. It's
get
fun.
some candy, and that's the end of it.
Right.
We're not getting deeper into it. We don't
Right.
need to get deeper into it. Like when I'm dealing with my kids, that is. So like, it just is what it like.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to check the candy because you don't know what you're getting. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yes.
Which
Yeah.
is another interesting thought. But yeah.
Yeah.
No,
you
it
gotta-
is. Yeah. I mean, that is.
You got to check it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
You know, I know what is the worst thing? Yeah, I'm sorry. I know
It's okay.
what's the worst thing that you've ever gotten for Halloween or trick or treat? I'm going to say
Pretzels.
the penny.
Penny. That was
The
gonna
penny?
say easily.
I don't know. I mean,
Penny.
The pennies is terrible.
Or like a pencil.
oh,
Right.
the pencil. But at least it was a cool pencil. I was okay with it when I was
Nah,
younger.
it's it's candy.
Candy. That's not even
Don't give me no school supply.
Well,
I already got school
what's
supplies.
the worst candy then? What's the worst candy? And we'll wrap it up.
People will say candy corn. I think it's the best.
I love candy.
I love
I'm
it.
okay with it. I don't love it. I'm okay with it.
Good and
I think
plenty.
the
Good and plenty.
that was disgusting.
I'll go with
horrible.
that, yeah.
The purple.
Good and
Yes.
plenty's awful.
Horrible.
The purple.
Yeah.
But I think anything solid chocolate. I think the solid chocolate Easter bunny on Easter Sunday is the worst candy.
It depends on what chocolate it is.
Yeah, like if it's a good chocolate, like if you get like yourself like a Godiva
Or-
rabbit.
Yeah, like what? Like if
Is
it's
it Godiva? Is that how you pronounce it?
How do you pronounce it? Godiva?
That's the way you pronounce it.
I don't know what's right.
Good-
I
it's
didn't even think
Godiva.
I've never heard anyone say
I didn't even think of
Go
Godiva.
Diva.
No, I don't think it's Godiva.
I'm pretty sure it's
I
Godiva.
never even thought of
Oh.
Godiva.
I thought it was Godiva.
I never thought.
I
of
thought it was Godiva.
I'm gonna go. I'm
It
gonna
could
go.
be. It's
You know what?
definitely spelled that way.
I'm gonna do a social experiment and go and ask if you have any Godiva chocolate just to see the.
You know what? It's kind of maybe I'm showing my little ghetto side because it could be like I get on people that say kindergarten. It's kinder, not kindy. You know what I'm saying? So people are different. You know what I'm saying?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. People say kindergarten. I heard somebody on national TV, I think, said kindergarten. I was like, oh my God.
Kindergarten?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
I said, oh my, it's kinder,
Kindergarten.
but they say kindergarten. I said,
Mhm.
oh
I think
my
it may be like
God.
they were just being cute about it. Like, oh, kindergarten. You're starting kindergarten.
I think they're being ghetto.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Well, I just think they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Candy corn. Oh no, that's wrong, Miss Mendenhall.
Godiva.
It is it's Godiva. Oh,
Godiva. Well, we'll
oh, it
see.
is Godiva.
I'm gonna go into the store but you're
I
right.
think it's
The,
Godiva.
the best
Godiva.
though, the best is the Reese egg. Will
disgusting.
come eat what?
You mean like a juicy in the egg?
No. I'm talking about during Easter when they have the Reese eggs and they put the extra peanut butter in.
Is it like Reese Pieces peanut butter, or is it
How
like
do you've never had one?
no? I don't
Oh,
eat no.
Coach?
I
Yeah, I
don't-
know something.
Yeah. All right.
They're
I
good.
don't-
We'll go. I'm gonna bring one for you.
The
So-
worst is the peppermint patty.
No.
Yeah, I'm
No.
okay with that.
Oh man, I
Disgusting.
am a peppermint patty fan. I do like the peppermint patty.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
disgusting.
I do.
Oh,
Like a junior mint.
disgusting.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, but
Goes in the trash.
I
Well-
get mad at my kids when they come back with those.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now the best is
Here comes the odd answer.
either candy corn or Smarties. I can sit and eat a bag of Smarties.
I mean,
Never like the Cadbury eggs either. Oh, Miss
hot
Mendenhall.
Cadbury?
No.
you can't go wrong with Skittles or.
Oh, yeah, of
or,
course.
Not Swedish Fish. What's the other ones?
Mike and Ike's?
No, the
Oh, I know you're talking about them dots.
sour.
Oh, he's about Sour Patch Kids?
Sour Patch Kids.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
They're good ones.
Oh.
Yeah. Dots are pretty nasty too.
Yeah.
Dots are just they're too like I feel like my tooth is gonna come out
Yeah.
every time I eat them.
Yeah.
The thought of the dot, you're like, oh yeah, it's because it's gonna be something fruity. And
Yeah.
then you're like,
Right.
Disgusting. Yeah.
And then they tried to jazz it up and did like tropical dots, and I was like, okay, maybe these
Really?
will be
I've
better.
never seen those.
No, same
Yeah.
thing. So,
chocolate wise, the Hershey's cookies
Disgusting.
and cream
oh, it's a good one.
is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. I used to be a big fan of that.
Smarties, yes.
So
I do remember bottle tops.
I do. Yeah,
I do.
they were fun.
Now the worst, you know what? I think the worst candy is also that little 5. Is it double bubble or bubble double? You know, double bubble, the
Double
gum
bubble
that
gum, yeah.
lasts for like 45 seconds,
if
Yeah.
that.
if that,
If
and
that.
it's banging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like Bubblicious. It's
I
the
could chew Bubblicious for a while.
Double bubble, you cannot have it in your mouth longer than a minute.
no. That's
Yes.
that's why the bucket goes very quickly on the ball field because you need like a new piece every other
Yeah.
batter.
Oh, so that's right. That's a baseball thing.
Yeah, it is.
Now, which one was worse, that or Big League Chew?
Big League
oh, Big Chew is
amazing.
awesome.
Really?
Awesome.
It
What's awesome?
Really?
Yeah, especially because like
I've never
then-
really had it. It
you
was
know
so
why?
expensive.
Because back then, you know, I hate to say it, but
Love
like chewing,
Razzles.
like chewing tobacco was cool.
Yeah.
So it made you feel
It made
like
you had the
you
big
know,
thing
yeah. So you had it in your back pocket
Yeah.
like a big leaguer, and
Yeah.
you would put it in your mouth. Like it was awesome marketing. Like as messed up as it was, because it probably, and I can tell you personally, it did. Like when I graduated from the Big League Chew to some actual chew, it was
Mhm.
because of I mentally was told it was
Yeah.
cool.
So Big League Chew is. Do they still sell it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring you some next show,
Okay.
and we're gonna
You're
try.
gonna, all right. You're gonna hold on to that. Okay.
I will.
Now, do y'all remember Spree?
Yes.
I love Spree.
I was a
Sprees are
big
good.
fan.
Yeah.
I'll still go to the dollar store and get me some Spree.
It's really good. Yeah.
Sprees are good.
Spree is
No.
tasty. Trying to think what else. Bazooka. Bazooka's almost like double bubble.
Yeah,
They're very
but
similar.
again, you could go through a box of bazooka in like 6 hours.
Yeah. But I love Bubblicious though.
Yeah.
Very sugary and very fruity and
Yeah,
yeah.
mhm, absolutely. Like the strawberry bubblicious, very good.
Watermelon.
Watermelon was good.
Blow pop.
Eh,
You like blow pop?
Blow pops.
There was a lot of work for the gum.
Spec-
Gum was like
The gum was trash. It was for me. It wasn't about. the
Yeah,
gum.
no,
right. It was about the
the
candy.
sour
I like
apple
that.
bubble. Sour apple. Was
And,
very
and what
good.
did you mean? A lot of work.
I'm just I'm not gonna able to keep this PG, and you know.
I have a sour apple one in my car right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
man, I got a watermelon.
All right. Okay. I did like that though. And remember they had the mystery flavor, or not mystery flavor. It was like, yeah, it was like a mystery flavor.
Nah,
No.
you get some specialized
No.
stuff. I don't know.
All
The
right.
Charms lollipops were banging though.
Yeah, they were good.
They were good.
There were these ones. Oh god, they were like ice cream flavors. I forget the name of them, but they were
What?
all different
Where you
ice cream.
get your
These were,
snacks from?
no,
here,
these were some
man?
bougie, these were some bougie lollipops.
Oh, exactly.
These were not dum dums. These
Yeah,
were like
you
some-
know what? I do like dum dums, but you know what? I don't like the lollipops. What's the one that look like a swirl?
Yeah, no, they weren't.
Big ones.
yeah.
They were just for presentation.
Yeah, I love them.
Like
They're
they
not
weren't actually good.
practical.
Yeah.
No, they weren't good. So
But I don't know how y'all did down there. But the bank lollipops, way before TD Bank now, not because TD Bank kind of like gave up. TD Bank has
You had
ruined the
What was
thrill.
before
the red Commerce Bank
had
lollipop.
Commerce.
Even before then. I'm talking about back when we were kids. And I gotta be careful when I say we were kids, right? Because I'm a little.
I was gonna say, I was like,
right. But you used to go into the bank and they used to have like the orange, yellow, red, like the assorted
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
Right. Those were good. Then the red Commerce Bank lollipops were banging. They were good. But they kind of ruined the whole lollipop experience for the bank. Well, I mean, for when going to the bank, because you go to the bank, you pick up one lollipop or two. I go in there, I was ghetto with it,
Grab a bunch.
yeah,
especially during October. Go to TD Bank during October. You'll get the pink ones.
okay.
I used to snatch them up. I used to have,
And then redistribute them on Halloween night.
oh, no. I have them in my office.
Well, there you go.
I actually get a box. I actually still get a box from the bank.
Oh,
A
okay.
box of lollipops and then I'm the lollipop counselor. You know what I'm saying? So you can put my stuff right in a little jar. And you come get a lollipop.
That's fun.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, listen, we could go on and on about
We could.
food and candy.
You could.
So, well, listen, like I said, we had some very good conversation today.
Yes.
Went all over the field, which was fun. And that's why I always say that when we have these shows, it's just great conversation.
And I'm gonna let you close the show. I apologize, but listen, when the show's over, just please give me the recipe for the broccoli cold cheese and side item because I'm barbecuing
Bacon
today.
is that too.
The bacon, like I said, the cholesterol, the heart blocker, as I call it.
Yeah.
So, and I went extra with it too. I put it on the burger. I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna top
You
it
put
on.
what? The broccoli?
I
and
didn't know. I
cheese?
took a couple slabs of the bacon off
Oh,
the top of that, and then I put it on my
from
burger.
from the
Some baked beans.
Yes,
oh. And you had
like
your
a bacon
bowl,
cheeseburger.
and then you had your side of
Yeah,
it's
and that's
all
why
good.
it's
It's all good. It's all
it is.
It's all. You had a fruit tray.
No, I don't think it was fruit tray.
Oh. Okay. What's the other charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
It's
Sometimes I don't know if he's doing this to be funny.
no, I
Well,
don't,
this is-
bro. I don't know,
There's
man.
no way it's Godiva. There's no way.
I thought it was Godiva. I didn't think it was Godiva.
There's no way. It's
I thought it was Godiva.
No, if it's Godiva,
I thought it was Godiva chocolate.
if it's Godiva, I don't know what I'll do.
Oh my goodness!
It's you saying it's Godiva? I never
It's
thought it was
Godiva.
Godiva. I never thought it was Godiva.
If you ask 10 people, 10 out of 10 are going to tell you, except for Jason, if they're amongst those 10, are going to
I
say
thought it was Godiva.
Good Godiva.
Or Godiva or Godiva. A Godiva. I thought it was Godiva chocolate. Yeah, I don't understand it, man.
All right,
You
fair
know?
enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
you know
Fair
what I mean?
enough. All right, listen. Well, with that said, once again, appreciate everyone watching. We had a lot of listeners and,
You
and
got me
watchers.
sounding like
this morning.
Charles Barkley over here. You know what I'm saying?
It's terrible. So, no, but great stuff. Like I said, we're going to be ramping it back up with football and everything. We appreciate everybody watching. Again, following us on Facebook, on Instagram,
Live show
Twitter.
coming.
So the live show on the 25th at the Original Hot Dog Factory in Voorhees. So it's going to be great. We're excited about it. And once again, for Coach Marcus Bullock, for Jason Bryce, your host, Randy Dutkin, thanks for all of our watchers and some new listeners. And we'll catch you next time on Let's Get It.